Zach Brady still going, gained first down and more at the 30-yard line, finally brought down at the 28-yard line.
Welcome inside Viking Stadium for the first round of Utah High School Football 5A playoffs. I'm Coleman Keel, joined here today
by Boston Harding.
And we are excited to bring you coverage of today's game between the home Pleasant Grove Vikings and the
away Layton Northridge
Knights.
Yeah, the Knights. Sorry.
That's what I was trying to find. The visiting Knights from Northridge High. Should be a good game today. Vikings coming into it 4-3 in region, 4-6 overall. Northridge very similar, 4-5 overall, 3-3 in region. Should be a close game. What do you expect to see from both sides today, Boston?
I have spoken, and some of us on the crew here today have spoken to a decent bit of the team, as well as the head coach, Jeremy LePan. And we have seen and heard that they all are very confident in today's game. Not very cocky, just more like they know what they have to do and what is on the line coming into the first round of the playoffs. And we will see what they put up against Northridge.
And just to state the obvious for a second, from here on out, it's win or go home. This is, in all likelihood, the last game that the Vikings will play at home for the rest of this season, assuming that there's no crazy upsets in the second round. Winner of this game will go on to play West High School at West High School next week. Vikings fans out there hoping that it's their team, the Knights being the lower seed on the road here today, hoping to end the Vikings' run before it begins and hopefully go on a run of their own deep into the playoff. Should be a good game today.
And then the winner of today's game is going against West. Did you already say that?
Yes.
All right. I stepped away for a minute, and you already said that. Against the West Panthers, I believe they are, or the West Jaguars. They are one of those, as we will start the national anthem. As we thank a little part of the Pleasant Grove choir for singing the national anthem. I couldn't quite see where this, oh, I see him now. As we thank them for giving out the national anthem here in the first round of the playoffs. As I believe Northridge won the coin toss, couldn't quite hear what their option was. Did you hear what that was?
From the announcement made in the stadium, the Vikings won and are receiving.
Okay. So by my guess, we'll have Dexton Nuttall in the backfield as well as
Bo Goodman.
Bo Goodman. There we go.
Correction, back to receive for the Vikings. Number 0, Dexton Nuttall, and number 8, Ethan Passy.
As to kick for Northridge, number 40, as we'll pull that up in 1 second. Kick is up, going back, called for by Dexton. As he takes it out to the 20,
Riker Horn.
25, 30.
Dexton Nuttall, big
40.
return for the Vikings.
Breaks a tackle as a flag is thrown as he comes out of bounds on the 43.
I believe that the flag was thrown for a face mask on the hit out of bounds. The Riker Horn kick received at about the 5 for the Vikings, taken out to the 45. Already good field position. Holding on the Vikings on the return, as that'll be a bit of a hit either way. Still good field position. The new spot is on the 33-yard line. Big return from Dexton Nuttall for the Vikings.
Exactly what they wanted to start out with here into the first round of the playoffs. I keep saying that as
it's
I'm
important.
Not sure why. It is very important.
Win or go home from here on out. Next round playing the West Panthers. As now we will see the electric Viking backfield of Connor Ibarra and Tavake Wolfgram. Both great runners. Connor Ibarra, dual threat. First give to Tavake, bounces it outside. Taken down at the 40. Called fumble, first down for Northridge. Not what the Vikings wanted after the big return. Recovered by Northridge. Number 16, I believe, Gatlin Collier. Northridge takes over on the 36 of the Vikings.
That is not what you want to see coming out of a great kick return, fumbling on the very first play from Tavake Wolfgram. Or, sorry, I believe his name is actually just Vake Wolfgram, not Tavake.
It's the other way. It's Tavake, and he goes by Vake.
Okay.
The quick pitch for Northridge. Toss, my bad. Taken up to about the 31.
As Dayton Dyson with the carry on that one. Dante Dyson, sorry, I cannot read. It is very
Number 22,
bright.
Dante Dyson for Northridge on the toss sweep.
It is very bright in here. I can hardly see.
The 5 o'clock, or correction, what time is it? 5?
5, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, my computer is an hour off. I don't know why.
The 5 o'clock kickoff puts the sun right in our eyes from the booth. We will try to adjust. Deep shot
pass.
for the end zone.
Cannot make it.
Incomplete. Covering on the play, Donovan Delaney for the Vikings.
As I believe that might be, is it? I cannot see his number. That is number 9, Adam
number
Wright.
9.
I was calling for number 5,
Makai
So'o. Yeah, we said that in sync. Makai So'o, the intended receiver on that one.
After the big breakup by Adam, third down and about 5, maybe 6 for Northridge.
Grant Slater, number 9, the quarterback, calls motion on the left side, looks to his left for a screen pass.
Wide receiver screen met in the backfield. Big play for the Vikings. Makes it 4th down and long.
Ryder Huntsman getting out on that tackle for a loss on the left side after the screen. Almost got again by number 21, Kanan Smith, but barely tripped him up, and then Ryder Huntsman brought him down for a loss, makes that 4th and 9.
Big name for the Vikings, Ryder Huntsman. Keep an ear out for him as he's a big contributor for the Vikings on both sides of the ball. Northridge keeping the offense out there. 4th and about 9. They run, everybody picked off by the Vikings. Big return, taking it out to the 42 for the Vikings. I think we called him earlier. I believe Adam Wright on the pick.
That is Dexton Nuttall, number 0.
Golly, 0 and 9 look the same from up here.
They look 0, 9, and 8 are basically all the same number from where we sit.
We are going to probably continue to mess that up. That is 8.
No, it wasn't. It was Dexton Nuttall. Saw it in the replay. He was hyped coming out of outside the sideline.
Well, back now on the field for the Vikings comes the offense. Connor Ibarra, the quarterback. Could not see who's in at running back. I don't believe it's Tavake.
That is Cohen Vos, number 6, Vos, sorry, as he takes a run up the middle for a good pickup, about 6. I'll make it, 6, so 2nd and 4th.
Now Vikings.
Or 2nd and 4th, sorry, I don't know why I said 2nd and 4th.
Vikings got trips left, singles on the right. Motion the man out of the backfield. Ibarra fakes the pass that way, takes it himself, picks up the 1st and a little more. Marked down at the 44-yard line of Northridge.
Good for about a 10-yard rush on the quarterback carry. Looking for Connor Vos on the left side after the screen, decides to take it himself.
Twins on both sides. Fakes the handoff, pulls it. Connor Ibarra gains about 2, making it 2nd and 8 for the Vikings.
A great juke move there to get off the front player.
Play almost met in the backfield. Connor made a man miss. Got at least some amount of a gain. As now the Vikings looking to get a little more, making it to try and make it 3rd and a lot more manageable than 8. Motions man, gives it up the middle. I believe that's Vos on the carry again.
As it will be Cohen Vos again, number 6, up the middle for a pickup of around 3. Will make it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Wondering if the Vikings are going to start to look to throw it. In comes Tavake and Adam Wright for the Viking offense.
As well as having Rocky Wilcox and Ryder Huntsman out there. To me, it looks like this will be a pass play. Trips on the right, single on the left.
3 good receivers and a receiving back.
Ryder
Connor Ibarra met in the backfield, taken down. Big play for Northridge. Number 16, Gaitlin Collier gets in the backfield, takes Connor Ibarra down. Huge loss for the Vikings. 4th and about 15 from the 49-yard line. Vikings will have to punt it away on their 2nd drive of the game, hoping to pin Northridge back deep. That blitz from Northridge, really effective by Gaitlin, came untouched from the tackle. Just nothing Connor can really do about it. Excellent blitz off the edge.
Snap is called. Punt is up and down right to the receiver as he
Muffs
drops it.
Met immediately after regaining possession. Ball at the 18 for Northridge. That could have been terrible for Northridge. The Knights almost losing it deep in the red zone. Well, not deep in the red zone, but in the red zone. Vikings could have gotten all the momentum back on the muff. Instead, easily recover it down at the 19.
As Rocky was coming off the field, it really looked like his mouth guard was a flag to me. It's like the same exact shade of yellow. Saw it flinging around. I thought it was a flag that was thrown. as Grant Slater will come out to command Northridge's offense here at the 18-yard line, or the 19, sorry. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Gives it out on the sweep. Almost trouble for the Knights. Managed to get it about 2 back. Met in the backfield early by a lot of Vikings. Fortunate to get it to the line of scrimmage at all.
Will bring a gain about 1 or 2. Makes it 2nd and 8.
Now Northridge, both sides really needing some momentum. Northridge had it at the start, forcing Tavake Wolfgram to fumble. Got it, and then the Vikings defense getting the stop, going 3 and out on the next drive. As the give on the dive, met at the line of scrimmage and stuffed. Might have even lost a half yard or so. Makes it 3rd down and long for the Knights. Didn't see who made the play. There was a lot of black around Northridge.
It looked to me like a great jump from Kanan Smith, number 21 on the left side, as well as I believe Bo Goodman was on the right.
Plus the good push from the Vikings defensive line, opening up the hole for both of the linebackers to get up there, stop the play. Knights dropping back to pass, firing, finds a man open downfield, makes a man miss, broke another tackle and took it out to the 44-yard line. Roman Fitisemenau for the Knights.
Fitisemenero, I believe.
That's an N.
Manu. That is an N, not an R. Again, I can't
Roman
see.
Fitisemenau for the Knights, the freshman, listed at 3 positions on Max Preps.
Snap is called. A throw to Roman again. Cannot make it as the pass is short, as well as Ryder Huntsman being on the backside will make that 2nd and 10.
Honestly, for the Knights, probably better that the pass falls incomplete instead of being completed. Ryder Huntsman, great on both sides of the ball. Could have made a play and potentially gotten it back for the Vikings. Great rush off of the screen. Has to just throw it away for the Knights.
It's an Amanu, I believe the announcer just called it.
Pass intended for Roman Fitzinamanu.
Yeah, I was talking about the last name. We were just getting confirmation how to say it. We'll make it 3rd and 10. Ball still on the 44.
So far on that screen, or not so far, what I saw on that screen, Grant Slater takes an extra second or puts a little bit more lob on it, and Roman Fitzinamanu was set up for a great run off of the catch.
A great rush here by the Vikings. Throw out is completed.
Short of the line to gain by about 3 is going to make it 4th down and 3 for the Knights.
Receiving on that one, number 15, Bannon Green, a senior listed at 6'3", 170 pounds. We'll make that 4th and 3, sorry.
Now the Northridge punt unit comes on the field. Deep to receive for the Vikings, number 0, Dexton Nuttall. As we saw it on the kickoff, if you're the Knights, you got to kick this thing to the other side of the field. Don't even give them a chance to return it.
Snap is a little bit high, but still gets the punt off as Dexton gets it, but swarmed immediately after the catch.
I
Flag
stand
is
corrected.
down.
I stand corrected. The Knights punt team able to get down the field and meet Dexton immediately. Flag on about the 12-yard line for the Vikings, still waiting the call.
As the flag was thrown right after the hit, so I believe this may be on Northridge here.
Face mask on Northridge on the tackle. Good eye, Boston. Big for the Vikings. Sets them up on the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. And out comes Connor Ibarra and Tavake Wolfram once again for the Vikings, looking to strike first and get the first points up on the board. Still scoreless. How many minutes are in high school quarters?
12.
12. 7 minutes in.
Yeah, we're about 6.5 minutes in, just over 6:40. Fake over to Connor Vose, cannot make it. Pass is a little bit in front of him, cannot make it. We'll stop the clock at 5:18. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
On the RPO, Connor Ibarra missing his target by very little. I don't know that much about Vose, but that could have been a big play. He only had one guy on him. Had a blocker out in front taking care of the other guy. Really fortunate for Northridge that the pass fell instead of being caught.
Trips on the right as Rocky goes in motion, brings twins on both sides.
High snap, Connor Ibarra handles it, takes off running. He has a lead blocker, makes a man miss, has Rocky out in front and steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Vikings.
A great run there from Ibarra, takes it himself, slows down just in time to get Cohen Vose with the block. It stuffs a man to the ground and brings it up for a 1st down.
Also great block on the play by Rocky as the Viking run stopped after a gain of 1. Vose on the dive makes it should be 2nd and 9 for the Vikings. As now Vikings needing a little more than what they just got. I believe a penalty thrown. I did not see what the call was. The play got met a yard in front of the line of scrimmage. Now 1st and 5 for the Vikings.
Hand off to Cohen Vose. He will take it up just short. As it is a yard short, makes it 2nd and 1 after a great block, hyping up Bo Goodman on the sideline after he pancakes someone on the left side. Twins on the right. Interesting formation from Rocky and another Viking there. Run up the middle from Cohen Vose. He gets his 1st down as that will bring the ball across the 50, now to the 49 in the Knights territory.
High snap to Connor.
Flag is down on the right side. Cohen Vose takes it up the middle for a short gain.
Could be going back. Correction, this will be on Northridge.
As I am unsure what that call is there.
As moves the Vikings up, gives them another 1st down, 1st and 5.
As they will get the yardage off the run, replay of 1st down.
Bo Goodman into motion, flag comes in, play is blown dead, most likely on the Vikings offense.
False start on the Vikings will bring them back right after that flag was thrown on the previous play to give them the 5 yards. Will now make it 1st and 10.
After the penalty on Northridge, Vikings set up well, trying to bounce back from unforced procedure penalty of their own. As 1st and 10, Connor Ibarra in the backfield, along with Cohen Vose. Pulls the handoff, Vose on the block. Connor makes a couple miss.
About a pickup of 1 or 2 on that one after shedding a couple tackles. Gets a good block from Cohen, makes it 2nd and 9.
The pull on the option seemed a little late as the defender for Northridge was already in the backfield, just waiting to see what Connor did. Just bad snap, muffed by Connor Ibarra, picks it up deep in his own territory, taken down for a big sack for the Vikings on 2nd and 9. Vikings sideline wanting a flag. It's going to make it 3rd and 10, 15, 20, 25, I believe. On the huge sack for Northridge. The bad fumble, Connor scooped it up quickly, couldn't find anything to do with it, and ultimately just got brought down by the Northridge rush. Not at all what the Vikings wanted, and a huge loss. Wow, that was a big play. The 3rd down snap, trips left, now twins on the right, Tavake Wolfgram in motion. Connor takes it, drops back. The wide receiver screen dropped by Tavake Wolfgram. Correction, the screen pass dropped by Tavake Wolfgram. Vikings honestly didn't even stall. They had the penalty that pushed them up 5. They had a penalty called on their offense, pushed them back the 5 yards. The big sack, just unforced errors haunting the Vikings early in this game. About 1:40 left after the punt. High kick. Northridge ball at around the 45-yard line. Correction, 47-yard line for Northridge. As now the sun, really the worst enemy of all of us right now. Cannot look at the field without staring directly into the sun. It's now the Northridge snap on the give. Looks like an RPO met in the backfield by the Viking defense for a loss of about 2. Will make it 2nd and 12. Bo Goodman and Cannon Smith on the play. Maddox Webb there too. Big rush from the Vikings. Their linebackers, Bo Goodman and Cannon Smith, getting in the backfield. Maddox Webb on the right side of the blitz, the 3-4. Vikings running a 3-4. 3 of their linebackers in the backfield on that sack. So now Northridge drops back to pass. Almost has a guy. Goes right through his hands. Falls incomplete. 3rd down and 12 for Northridge. The Viking blitz couldn't get there quite in time. Little less than 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Northridge 3rd and 12. Vikings looking to get a stop to try to salvage a little bit of the momentum. First, you got to wonder a little if the nerves of the playoffs are getting to both sides. Based on the seeding, 2 pretty even teams. Big rush, deep shot, over through his man for the Knights. That'll bring up 4th and 12, and on will come the punt unit. As I was saying, both squads pretty evenly seated in the bracket. Pleasant Grove the 16, Northridge the 17. Gotta wonder if the winner go home mentality of the playoffs is coming back to haunt both teams, as this will be, I believe, the 2nd Northridge punt of the game. As the snap is taken, Vikings almost, maybe they did, get a piece of it. Not a high punt, but it still went pretty far. Viking ball on the 20. 34 seconds left in the quarter. Both squads tied at 0. First down and 10 for the Viking offense. Now Connor Ibarra and Cohen Vose in the backfield.
Wow, that was a great voice crack there.
Yeah, you've had worse.
Yeah, you're right.
Mostly during volleyball games.
Yeah.
As procedure error, that's the word I couldn't think of. Procedure error for Northridge. Their end jumped first. Should be 1st and 5 Vikings.
Number 16, Gatelin Collier gets the flag thrown on him.
Now Vikings, same formation. Trips left, single right. Motion Cohen, twins. Correct, flip that. Trips left, twins right. As did it again. Northridge jumping twice. Vikings getting the first down on procedure errors for the Knights. Have not taken a second of time left. Isa Kaloe for the Knights on the second not false start, that's on offense.
Offsides?
Offsides. I was going
go.
to say encroachment, but that's not right either. Either way, the second penalty for Northridge. Vikings still with 34 seconds. They tried to get him 3 times, and it didn't work, getting the audible in from the sideline. Connor Ibarra alone in the backfield, trips to his left, twins to his right, motion Rocky Wilcox. Connor Ibarra on the QB draw, makes a man miss, has a lot of open space. First down, Vikings. Little less than 28 seconds in the quarter. Big run, Connor Ibarra. Wow, the Viking offensive line got a great push. Couple of Northridge backers bit on the fake to Rocky. Left a lot of open space on the left of the field for Connor, and he took advantage of it. Gets the snap with 6 seconds left in the quarter. Gets it just over the fingertips of a defender. Big hit taken by Ryder Huntsman. Falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Vikings. 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings offense seeming to build momentum. Northridge needing to drain all of it. Connor Ibarra with the big play on what I'm going to call the first actual play of the drive. Getting the 2 penalties on Northridge. Now the give to, I believe that's Cohen Vose. It's going to pick up about 3 and be the end of the quarter. When we come back, start of the second quarter, 3rd and 7, Vikings 0, Northridge 0. Back now for the start of the second quarter. if you're joining late, first round of the playoff, home squad Vikings, visiting squad the Northridge Knights. Both teams tied at 0. Viking offense with the ball, the give to Tavake Wolfgram. Stopped after a gain of about 1 is going to make it 4th and 6, maybe 4th and 7 for the Vikings. As on comes the punt team. As the Northridge defense stepping up.
I will make it 4th and 6. Sorry, I forgot I was unmuted, honestly. Yeah, 4th and 6 for the Vikings. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Fitting.
Match.
Fitting.
Snap is called. Whistle is blown.
Timeout called by the Vikings. We've seen this all year. The Vikings using a timeout early in the quarters hasn't really come back to haunt them. Maybe if you want to argue Green Canyon, but that game ended on one of the craziest special teams plays ever. Green Canyon getting a blocked extra point to force them to keep their win.
And that was the weirdest start to a game of high school sports that I think I've ever seen. Vikings were up 8-0, I believe.
And they scored on 2 field goals and a safety.
Which was wild.
Interesting box score. Ultimately ended up being a 12-13 defeat off of the blocked extra point.
What a game that one was. As Derek Brinton, number 3, comes out to punt yet again. Bad snap. Gets behind him, has to take it himself. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, brought down by 2 Knights in the backfield, way back.
Tackled on the 37 by Pea Juni Mafi. And where's 11? Rylan Rude for the Knights, both on the tackle. And early in the game, 2, bad's not the right word, but they weren't good snaps for the Vikings. Connor Ibarra taking a 15-yard sack. That snap on the punt. Hopefully it's just the nerves of the playoff for the Vikings, not 2 procedure errors you hope to keep seeing as the Northridge run met a yard downfield.
From Andrew Ortiz, taking that one, number 6. I'll get a pickup of 1, now 2nd and 9 on the 36-yard line.
Northridge looking to build on the momentum swing of the, I don't even know the word, the punt sack? Stopping the Viking punt, I guess.
I guess it is a sack because he took the snap. As they change, a great jump from the Vikings, almost gets him, but brought upfield by Andrew Ortiz again for a little bit of a gain, as in none. Will make it 3rd and 9.
Right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down.
Viking defensive line getting a great jump. Maddox Webb and Ryan Ross, both sides of the line. Good jump. Beat Northridge to it. Almost got the stop in the backfield.
Grant Slater alone in the backfield. Singles on both sides. Rush from the Vikings. Bo Goodman gets there, and a tip, cannot play it in the center.
Almost hauled in.
From Bannon Green.
Could have been a big play for the Knights. 4th down and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line. Right in the middle of no man's land. Too far to kick the field goal. Too close to punt. The results, the offense stays out on the field. 4th down. Viking defense looking to get a stop.
As a huge offsides call there on the Vikings.
That should be a false start on Northridge.
I did not see
The
who was that.
The offensive line moving to turn and look at the quarterback. I believe that this should be a false start on Northridge. Who knows? I
looked up a little late and just saw a Viking on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
I will give my full thought after the call. Both line judges, the umpire and the white hat meeting. There's an umpire in football.
Okay.
He stands with the linebackers and spots the ball.
Okay. I just call them all referees, honestly,
Well,
except for the white hat.
That's hilarious.
A false start on Northridge. A 5-yard penalty makes it 4th and 14. Ball on the 41.
Okay, I believe that that's the right call. 3 of the 5 Northridge offensive linemen moved up and turned to look at the quarterback after the ball got set, which caused the Vikings to jump.
Okay.
So I believe by rule that's a false start, but it's
a tricky one.
It's an interesting situation because the offense was trying to look to get the audible, and it caused the defense to jump. But by rule, it's a false start on Northridge.
Okay.
That's why it's a false start.
I didn't see any of the offensive line turn because I did look up a little late. I was looking at Max Preps for a second.
Now the Northridge punt almost blocked again.
Up, bounces at the
15. Into the end zone. Touchback for the Vikings off the punt will be 1st and 10 off the 20.
Coming back to 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 9:26 on the clock in the first half. Still scoreless on either side.
Ibarra appears to be changing things up at the line. 3 in the backfield. Another timeout called by the Vikings.
That will be their second of the half, only having 1 remaining for the next 9.5 minutes, as we will have to see what the Vikings will work with after this timeout.
Back now from the Viking timeout. 1st and 10 off of a punt that went into the end zone from Northridge. 3 in the backfield, singles on the left, twins on the right. Connor Ibarra, the quarterback. On the triple option, pulls it, and miscommunication on the pitch to Tavake Wolfgram. Correction.
Adam Wright.
Pitch falls in the backfield. Adam has to just hop on top of it. Makes it 2nd down and 15 for the Vikings. As, again, procedure errors likely due to just nerves from the first playoff game. Both sides clearly realizing how much they need to win this game. Vikings making mistakes that they just typically don't make. On the wow, I don't even know what to call. Has a man wide open. 46-yard line. Connor Ibarra faked the triple option I'm going to call that the quadruple option. Fakes the dive to the running back, tosses it backwards on the end around.
To Ryder Huntsman.
Ryder Huntsman turns into the quarterback, throws it downfield. Rocky Wilcox wide open. Vikings get a huge play and a first down. Fake the give on the RPO. Throw it out to Ryder. Picks up about 4. Ball on the 50.
What a toss from Ryder on that last play. Oh, my goodness.
The Vikings using the timeout to basically perfection. Northridge had no idea what hit him. I didn't even know what to call on that play.
That one was a confusing one even for us. Imagine what it was down on the field.
I cannot imagine being a linebacker, a DB, or a safety trying to read that play. Wow. Connor Abar, that is a well-timed and well-executed play by the Vikings.
After a 20, 30-yard bomb from someone that's not a quarterback is honestly something you never see in high school.
Off the end around. You got to wonder if there's more options to that play. Clearly the dive on the first handoff is one. I wonder if there's an option for Connor to pitch it to Tavake as 2, keep it himself 3, end around Ryder Huntsman where he just keeps it and goes 4. And what we just saw, fake the first 4. Ryder sees his guy. There was a second receiver 10 yards downfield of Rocky Wilcox. There's up to, I think we just counted 6 options. Ibarra deep shot, Ryder, big catch. Down at around the 20 for the Vikings.
That will bring another Viking first down deep now on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. What a grab there from Ryder Huntsman on the run.
Wow. 2 big plays. The first, we talked about it enough already. The Ryder Huntsman throwing it to Rocky Wilcox. Connor Ibarra. And now Tavake Wolfgram
takes it in,
dives for the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. The first score of the game, the sophomore running back, Tavake Wolfgram on the dive for the pylon. Manages to get there in time. What a drive we just saw from the Vikings. Wow.
They brought it to the 20, to about the 50, and then to the 20, to the house. 4 plays and 6 on the board for the Vikings.
Huge play. And now confusion on the extra point. Man not out there for the Vikings. Number 68, Trey Weber. As the Vikings looking to cap off one of the craziest drives.
Joaquin Oberhansley with the extra point here. Number 95, a senior. Stats are unlisted as it is up and good.
Wow. The Vikings, I'm going to call it the Viking reverse on the big play from Ryder to Rocky. Connor Ibarra with a deep shot to Ryder, and then Tavake Wolfgram broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, just takes off, leaves the linebacker in the dust, manages to get to the end zone. Touchdown Vikings as the first score 7 minutes into the second quarter. First round of the playoffs. Crazy from the Vikings.
As that is about 4 minutes and 15 seconds into the second quarter.
Did I say into? I meant left.
Yeah, you said 7 minutes into.
My bad. I meant 7:43 left in the second quarter. My bad, gang.
Please don't say that.
Now the Viking kickoff. Fielded at about the 7-yard line. Lots of space for the
He's got
Knights.
one man to beat, and he does. Dexton Nuttall coming back at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, and to the house.
Wow.
From number 22, Dante Dyson, as they get a score right back. No plays needed right off the kickoff.
The defense gets an extra drive to catch its breath, and that's really the only good thing for the Vikings about that return. Wow. Weaving through the Vikings return team, there wasn't even really but anybody to his left on the return. Houses it, and now the Knights looking to tie it up. That's crazy. We went 16 minutes into this game without a score, and then
Back to back.
within 15 seconds, it's 7-7. Both squads having scored. What did we just watch?
I have no idea, but I know we did just watch Riker Horn number 40 with the extra point, as that one is up and good,
Smooth.
tied at 7-7. Thank
Smooth.
you. Thank you. As that will bring another kickoff. This time Vikings receive, looks to be Dexton Nuttall and Ethan Passy in the backfield again.
This has a chance to become a video game moment. If the Vikings house it here.
That would be crazy. I don't know what would happen there.
That is
but oh my goodness, that would go crazy.
That is a college football 26 type clip.
That is the type of stuff that will happen in our class's Madden 20 tournament that we have going on in class, as a very interesting formation here, as they call it, with Riker Horn also being the kicker here.
They're stacking.
Could be
The
a
right
surprise
side.
onside, as will not be. Kicked out toward Ethan Passy, steps into the backfield, still takes it up at the 20, 30, the 35, brought down at the 39. Looked like he was about to break away there for a second.
As I was going to say, Northridge really blocking the right side of the field for the Vikings returners. There wasn't really anybody on the left until it got kicked. Ethan with a huge return for the Vikings. 1st and 10 on the 39, looking to repeat some of the magic they just had. What, 30 seconds ago?
Yeah,
on
something like that.
offense. Crazy sequence from both squads. Motion Cohen Vose out of the backfield. The screen has blockers. Picks up about 8, makes it 2nd down and 2 for the Vikings. Big gain off of the screen.
7 yards.
Correction, picks up 7, makes it 2nd and 3. Now Connor and Cohen in the backfield. Trips left. Nobody on the right. He's now fakes the dive. Connor had a man behind him. Couldn't get his arm all the way back. Pass falls short of Dexton Nuttall, Rocky Wilcox.
3rd down.
3rd down and 3 for the Vikings.
Number 3, Derek Brinton, with something you were about to say there.
I almost said the wrong name. He just checked in.
Okay.
Goes in motion. Connor fakes the give, takes it himself, had blockers for a second, couldn't maintain it. Gets about 1.5 yards. 4th and
Going to be 4th down.
that's 1.5 yards. As the offense never even moved towards the sideline, in comes Bo Goodman for Rocky Wilcox. Cohen Vose and Connor Ibarra in the backfield. Interesting formation from the Vikings. Single on the right. Bo goes into motion. Vikings run a dive and get the first down. Ball spotted on the 50. 1st and 10 Vikings. Big gain on the give to Cohen Vose. 1st down Vikings. Clock continues to run. 5:45 left in the quarter. In the half, too, I guess. Both are true. Connor and Cohen again the backfield. Ryder Huntsman, the slot receiver on the right. High snap again. Connor able to keep it. Takes it himself, makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage, gains 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming for the Vikings. Another high snap from the offense.
That is probably the 3rd or 4th one of the day. Not looking great.
That I can remember. That is the 3rd from the Vikings.
Not something you want happen too commonly or really at all from your center.
Tavake Wolfgram, in the backfield, twins on both sides for Connor. Motions Dexton to the left, gives it to Tavake and gets dragged down in the backfield, loses a yard. It's going to make it 3rd and about 7. Sione Mafi on the tackle for Northridge. As now the Vikings, where they are on the field and the amount of time left in the game, really only need to pick up about 6, and then they could consider going for it on 4th. If you run a quick play in the middle or potentially a give to Tavake on the end around Ryder.
As another give,
fumbles,
ball comes loose.
Ball comes out on the Ryder end around. Recovered by Northridge. 1st down Knights.
From number 20, Kyle Rawlings picks it up downfield, recovers it, and makes it a 1st and 10 for the Knights, as that is the 2nd fumble from the Vikings already in the 1st half.
And from 2 of the typically most secure people on the field.
From Tavake Wolfgram and Ryder Huntsman, having, probably some of the best hands on the team on the runs.
The one from Tavake early in the game is somewhat excusable. He's a sophomore playing in his first high school playoff game.
Nerves can get to him. He was also drilled from 2 guys.
Plus the big hit. Ryder, really no excuse. Big hit from the Viking defense. Wow.
From Ryder Huntsman.
He's upset. As Northridge gets 2nd and 3, 3:40 left in the quarter. But just, I feel like I've said it 1,000 times, just unforced errors and procedure errors from the Vikings. Tavake with the fumble. Well, I guess the fumbles are forced errors.
Yeah.
That's you can't really blame a guy for that. Ryder and Tavake both fumbling. The Northridge run picking up about 1 there. He's going to make it about 3rd and 6 or so. Just the 3 high snaps, 2 of them turned out bad for the Vikings. Hopefully at halftime they can find a way to stop and turn that around. But just not really the start. They had a good drive where they got the touchdown. Special teams gave up a touchdown on the ensuing return. Big rush off of the edge, gets the pass out in the flat, taken down short of the line to gain. Big tackle by Adam Wright on the end. Please tell me that's 9. Again, 9, 8, and 0 all look the same from what we can see right now.
Is it just me, or do I not see a 9 anywhere on the field?
I mean, they're all turned sideways right now.
I believe you did see Ethan passing number 8. He is in the backfield right now.
The defensive backfield.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. A
Surprise punt.
Gets back. As you were actually right. That wasn't Ethan Passy. That one was on me. That one is Adam Wright. Good job on that one. As, yeah, he was turned sideways. A little hard to tell.
Well, in your defense, 9, 8, and 0 were all out there.
Oh, were they actually? I didn't see a single one of them. I only saw what I thought was Ethan Passy.
All 3 of them on the field for the Vikings.
As now Adam Wright, Tavake Wolfgram, and Connor Ybarra coming out to be some of the big names on offense, as well as Rocky Wilcox and Carter Wilkes.
The surprise punt from Northridge. Connor
Deep
Ybarra
shot.
looking deep. Flag came in.
And another potential PI on Rocky Wilcox, and another flag before the throw.
These could both be on the Vikings. Either way, only one of them can stand.
As I believe the second one was either PI or unsportsmanlike conduct, either towards or on.
Holding on the Vikings and pass interference on the Knights.
Northridge.
Those will cancel out. I almost said foul out. Wrong sport. Those cancel out. Vikings get the ball. I believe that resets the down to first down again.
As it will. Replay of first down. Still 1st and 10.
Viking ball on the 28-yard line. Connor Ybarra and Cohen Vose in the backfield.
Switch up on the Northridge line. Throw out to Cohen. Sorry, I keep mixing those two up.
Connor to Cohen. Big gain for the Vikings. Should make it 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 6 for the Viking offense. Not really in a hurry. Minute 30 left in the quarter. I believe they still have a timeout.
Yes, Pleasant Grove has 1. The Knights have 2.
Connor alone in the backfield, quad right.
A great spin off the defensive line.
Connor rolling out, sees open field in front of him and a blocker, gets out of bounds and the first down.
A great pickup there from Connor Ybarra off the pocket rollout. Will bring a first down after about a 15-yard pickup.
Ball on the 44 for the Vikings. Clock stops, minute 10 left. Connor and Tavake in the backfield. Trips left, single right. Looking to get points up before halftime. The give to Tavake finds an opening in the line. Gains 3 is going to make it 2nd and 7 for the Vikings. Clock just under a minute. Now some slight tempo from the offense. Connor and Tavake. Fakes the div out on the screen. The cutback makes two guys miss. I almost said 2 mans.
Graham Robinson on a good run there. Brings it up for the Vikings.
3rd and 1 for the Vikings. As the Vikings take their 3rd time out. 42.5 seconds left in Viking Stadium. Tied at 7 right before half. Back from the Viking timeout, Connor Ybarra and Tavake Wolfgram in the backfield. Trips right, single left. Vikings 42.5 seconds, no timeouts, tied at 7, looking to get points up before half. They will, I believe Northridge gets it after half, and a big sack from Connor. Huge push off of the defensive line from Northridge. That is Sione Mafi on the sack for Northridge. Now the Vikings with the offense with the tempo offense. Correction, 20 seconds left. Connor looking for a man downfield, caught.
A big hit on Rocky, but that is good for a Viking first down.
12.4 seconds left in the half. Ball gets set.
First down Vikings.
You can hear the Viking fans upset with the officials. Connor looking deep, man wide open. Ryder Huntsman
gets
could
broken
not
up.
pull it in. Had the high point, took the hit. Ball came loose on the land. Second down for the Vikings. Correction, I believe that's halftime. That's halftime here in Viking Stadium. Vikings 7, Knights 7. First round of the playoff. Winner plays West next week. back from half. That feels really loud. As back from halftime in the first round playoffs of the Utah High School 5A football. The Vikings of Pleasant Grove, the home team. Squib kick recovered at the 20 by Northridge. Ooh, big hit at the 30 from the Vikings. As now Northridge with the ball at the 30-yard line. We lost our rosters.
My computer is turned off.
The computer
I don't know what happened.
just froze and died. And so we do not have rosters until the computer comes back.
Flag is thrown. Will be a false start on Northridge there.
False start on Northridge. It's going to push them back 5 yards and will put the ball around the 25-yard line. To those who joined late, we had a special, I don't know what the right word, we had a weird kickoff time, 5 o'clock today instead of.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Typically.
Kickoffs
at 7. This was supposed to start at 6 and then it got pushed up to 5. So.
Screen play to the right. Breaks one tackle, brought down just about at the line of scrimmage.
Make it 2nd and 14, maybe 15 for the visiting Knights of Northridge. As we were saying prior to the play, this game started at 5. We're at the start of the third quarter. The score is tied at 7 each. The winner of this game will advance and play West High School a week from today in West High School. As the drop back on the screen has its man and a lot of green space in front of him. Can the defense get there? Dexton Nuttall. Nope, that's not.
Ethan Passy.
Ethan and Adam Wright are the last 2 defenders.
As he will pull it out for a touchdown. A great run there from number 22. Still looking on getting our rosters back up.
Yeah, weird play. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I did not see a touchdown, but.
Was it? Yes,
they marked it for a touchdown. I thought he might have stepped out at around the 3-yard line. But either way, touchdown for Northridge. Halftime adjustments immediately paying off. Northridge up by 6. Make it 7. 14-7 for the Knights. Vikings with their first drive of the second half upcoming. What do you think at halftime the Vikings made an effort to change to try to take this one away from the Knights?
I think the biggest one was definitely holding on to the ball, as we saw from the first play, and then later on from
Ryder Huntsman
and Tavake Wolfgram, as they fumbled, turned it over twice. But other than that, the Vikings' pass game has been looking good. Had a wild play down on the left side of the field to turn out to a touchdown.
I've dubbed it the Viking reverse.
Okay, we will continue with calling it that there, as Vikings, their defense has been great, except for the past couple of plays that has been lacking in the backfield, having 1 or 2 guys, but on the wrong side of the field.
His high, deep kick sails into the end zone. It will be a touchback Vikings. As Dexton Nuttall did not realize where he was on the field, visibly unhappy with the touchback. Tell he thought he had something, but we'll never know. Steps in, catches it in the end zone by rule, a touchback. As Vikings get their first possession a minute into the third quarter, down by 7. Connor, one thing, at least to me, that was surprising, or at least that I didn't expect going into this game, the amount of Cohen Vos that the Vikings have used in the backfield in place of Tavake Wolfgram. Gotta wonder if it's an injury thing or an age thing. Tavake being a sophomore, his first run in the playoffs in high school, and not sure what grade Cohen's in.
He is a junior.
He's a junior. Okay, so he's been in this situation before. Maybe there's some mysterious other third reason that we don't know about. But Tavake motions out of the backfield. Connor takes it. Had a man. Pass fell incomplete.
To Graham Robinson. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Would have been big for the Vikings. Nobody around him, and he was roughly at the first down line. Could have been a big play for the Vikings. Instead, 3rd and 5, looking to avoid an early 3-and-out in the second half. Connor and Cohen, we just mentioned him, in the backfield. Connor has a man. Ball is picked. Looking for Adam Wright on the out route. Insane grab.
Instead, met from Makai Soyo, number 5.
Ball at the 28 for the Knights, looking to build onto this lead. We talked about it earlier, the Viking touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, Northridge housing it. Called it a video game moment. This could be the real video game moment in the game for the Knights. Go in, score on the first drive, 3-and-out, potentially score here. Looking to make it a 2-score game. Pass incomplete, looking for number 22, Dante Dyson. Don't know why that name is so hard for us to read for some reason.
Well, the first time for me it was just because I couldn't see the screen because
the sun has set over the mountains west of Utah Lake. Now we can see the field a lot better, not being blinded, as some confusion on the field for what the play call is on the Northridge side. Unfortunately, the issue that has persisted all season for the Vikings. Big rush off the end. Adam Wright came untouched from the outside linebacker position. Almost had the play in the backfield. Either way, the running back runs into essentially a brick wall at the line. 3rd down and 9. Correction, 3rd and 8 for the Knights. Ball on the 27. As I was saying, the play clocks on the field have not turned on all year, so we cannot give an update there. I thought they might have been getting close to a delay of game. Knights put a man in motion, take the drop back, empty backfield, big pass, big catch from the Knights, number 11, Rylan Rude. Rylan, same thing. We don't know it. He's going to make it 4th and 7 for the Knights, and I believe this is the field goal unit. Yep, there's the holder. Field goal unit on the field for the Knights. You never know. Some teams have weak kickers. They might punt it in the situation. As now the Vikings looking to make them block the field goal and force a miss, something to keep it a 1-score game. Kick is up. Doinks off the upright. Big for the Vikings. 8:46 left in the game. Give you another look at that.
Oh, they didn't get the doink. We did get the reaction from the kicker there.
Ball doinked off the upright. As that is exactly what the Vikings need. That gives them I don't know. I don't know. They gave him a little bit. Should have.
As it did end in the end zone, I believe, so that will technically be called a touchback.
Oh, I didn't know about that rule.
As, yeah, it was a live ball after it hits off the sticks, I believe.
Hitting the sticks count is out of bounds, so I think that hitting the sticks should.
And then it bounced into
Stop
the
it.
end zone.
But either way,
Maybe.
unimportant.
Oh,
Ryder Huntsman
Huntsman.
had his man, overthrew it, almost picked. We're debating something frankly unimportant. Either way, Vikings have the ball.
Wow,
Did it
another
again.
voice crack there.
Did it again. Wow.
Intended receiver number 22, Carter Wilkes, incomplete, almost an interception on the right sideline.
Man, Ryder Huntsman and Connor Ibarra are a great quarterback pair for the Vikings, especially given that Ryder's a wide receiver. Connor on the drop back, spins, makes a man miss for a second. Either way, goes down, loss of 10, as that is huge. It is 3rd and 20 for the Vikings. And it looks like Connor's hurt. I can't see a number 2 walking off the field.
As I do see him on the ground, as that is not looking good for the Vikings. They might bring in Drake as the second string, as Ybarra took a hard fall, spinning off one guy, slammed down by 2 Knights.
Looks to be the knee that has a brace on it, potentially an ankle. Did not see what happened on the tackle. Either way, this is exactly who you do not want on the ground for the Vikings, as he is able to hop up and is walking off on his own power. So that's a better sign. The fact that he's walking himself off of the field and not being human crutched. I don't know the word for when
Carried off?
carried. That's a good word. I was gonna say stretchered, but that wouldn't happen. Either way, the fact that he is walking himself off the field is a good sign. It means we will see the backup
Drake Stanley
for the Vikings for at least one play. As, man, that is not good for the Vikings. I mean, losing anybody sucks, but especially your starting quarterback.
Yeah, especially with the performance that Connor has been put up all year. He's had an amazing season. The record really doesn't show up for that, but statistics might.
Big gain immediately. But either way, not going to be enough for the Vikings. It's 4th down and 11, 4th and 12, maybe. As watching Connor on the sideline, he appears to be okay. He was talking with the team doctors.
The trainers?
Either or. And looks to be fine. Low punt takes a good bounce for the Vikings.
It rolls all the way back to the 29 before being picked up from Tavake Wolfgram. Sorry,
No,
yes,
that's
that is the
Tavake.
29. Yeah, I didn't think that was the 29-yard line for a second.
I know, that's.
I thought it was the 26.
You had everything correct.
Surprising.
That's a first for many reasons.
Yeah.
Either way, Viking defense on the field, as they're hopefully Connor is able to come back next drive for the Vikings. He's talking with a couple of his teammates and looks fine. It looks like he'll be back. Vikings getting the I can't think of penalties anymore for some reason. Oh, correction. False start on the Knights. That looked like that was going to be on the Vikings. makes it 1st and 15 for the Vikings, or for the Knights, sorry. Wow, snap taken out on the RPO. Wow, it's been interesting. Gets it back out to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 2nd down and 10 after the gain of 5 for the Knights. 7:22 left in the quarter. Vikings down by 7, looking to get a stop here. Now singled on the right, nobody, maybe trips left for the Knights. Fake it on the sweep. Ball is batted up by the receiver, manages to reel it in. Tackled after a gain of 9 for Northridge. Big play made by number 9, Grant Slater. Nope, I lost the number on that play for the Knights. 3rd down and 1. Twins on both sides. As put a man in motion. Wildcat snap to what looked like a defensive lineman in at wide receiver. The Vikings defense manages to wall up and get the stop. 4th down, might have even pushed them back a yard. It's going to make it 4th down and 2, and on comes the punt team for the Vikings. Back goes Dexton Nuttall. Has great stop on defense. Now the punt for the Knights. Vikings defense showing up. The offense, hopefully Connor Ibarra back in the backfield. This is the Knights punt. Takes a small Viking bounce, hitting at the 31, being downed at the 32 for a Viking 1st down with 5:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Back for the Viking drive, Connor Ibarra, a good sign for any Vikings fans in the backfield after being shaken up on their last play. High snap, gives it to Tavake on the outside dive. Late hit out of bounds for Northridge after a gain of 2 from Tavake Wolfgram, the Vikings star running back. That's going to be a 1st down Vikings and is going to push them close to the 50, if not over it. As now the call. Personal foul on the Knights. Viking 1st down, 15-yard penalty. As the ball is spotted right on the 50. 1st and 10 Vikings. Down by a score. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. High snap received by Connor. That is at least 5. Big gain, Connor. Gain of about 6 on the run. As so far the Viking offensive line having difficulties with the snaps. That's at least 6 that have been high. 2 of them have, fortunately, only 2 of them have come back to haunt the Vikings. Connor Ibarra, both of them in the first half. Connor Ibarra taking a 15-yard sack and the punter taking like a 20-yard sack. Either way, Tavake Wolfgram motions out of the backfield. Connor had a man. Cohen Vose could not haul it in for the Vikings. Makes it 3rd down and 4. for the Vikings. 4.5 minutes left. The Knights edge rush came on the exact side Connor was looking. He had his guy, and his guy had space. Just couldn't haul it in to pick up the first down. Now, receiver goes in motion. Connor takes it and fakes the handoff. Pressure comes. Connor moves up in the pocket. Flag comes in. Connor goes down at the 36-yard line. The flag is going to be on the Vikings and is going to pull the play back. I believe a hold on the Vikings. Yep, holding on the offense. Undoes the Connery Barrow run. Makes it 3rd down and 4 for the Vikings. Not what you want on that play. Connor Ibarra stepping up in the pocket, seeing the open space, gets the first down. Just more unforced errors from the Vikings. There's been at least two high snaps on this drive. Connor faking the give. Had two guys. Wow. He had Rocky Wilcox and Tavake Wolfgram. Ryder Huntsman, sorry. I think he was going to Ryder, and Tavake thought it was going to him. Tavake put a hand up and knocked it away from his teammate, Ryder Huntsman. On comes the punt squad for the Vikings. 4th and 14, the punt goes up, bounces at the 20, and takes a Viking bounce inside the 5, where it will be down 1st and 10 Knights. Back for the Knights, 1st down inside the 5. Defense looking to get a 3-and-out here. It would set up the offense with a good field position. Knights looking to march down and score, make it a 2-possession game, and put it that much further out of reach for the Vikings. First play, wide receiver screen, has blockers and open space, and that will be a 1-play touchdown for the Knights, as the Viking defense falling apart in the second half. I believe two 1-play touchdowns for the Knights as the lead expands to 20 with a PAT pending. What are you seeing from the Viking defense, Boston, that is the biggest reason for the late touchdowns?
They're really just leaving huge holes up the middle after the pass, and we saw it there as well, as a 95-yard touchdown there from the Knights, as the kick is up and good to make it a 14-point lead, as the Knights are up 21-7 in the 3rd quarter with 3:42 remaining.
The Viking defense starting off this game strong, hadn't given up a touchdown. Knights scoring on a kickoff return touchdown, and to this point, that was their only score. And then Vikings defense, 2 big touchdowns. There was just nobody on that side of the field during the screen after the initial wave of blockers got there. And then the Knights receiver just outran everybody to the end zone. Like, I don't even know what to say. Now the Knights to kick off after the touchdown. Deep to receive for the Vikings. can't see which one it's. I know Dexton Nuttle's back there.
Dexton Nuttall and Ethan Passy.
Ethan Passy. Thank you, Boston.
Ethan will take it on the left side of the field up to the 40, 45, or now the 40, 45, 50 as he
Pushed
steps
out of bounds at the 47, 1st and 10 Vikings. Ethan almost got a kickoff to the house of his own. Would have been big, made it a one-score game with the full 4th quarter left to play. Vikings need to start getting the offense going, need to go down and score here. At this point, with the amount of procedure errors that have been plaguing the Vikings all game, part of you has to wonder if it's the spotlight of the playoffs or if there's just some other issue. Connor faking it, getting a big gain of about 7 is going to make it 2nd and 3. What are your thoughts on what the offense needs to do to turn it around and to score here and then try to get back in this one on defense? Not really putting up much of a fight the past 2 Knights drives.
As we saw earlier, Pleasant Grove had a great trick play, but I think if they run that again, then Northridge will be all over it. They had good coverage on the 2 receivers.
A screen to Adam Wright. Adam fighting for a yard is going to make it 2nd down and 8.
The reception and a 1-yard pickup.
A tiny bit of a pickup there from Adam Wright. About 1 makes it 3rd and 2.
I said the exact wrong information. I think I said he picked up 1 and it made it 2nd and 8. Picked up 1 on 2nd and 7, makes it 3rd and 2. Thanks, Boston. As Connor switching things up at the line, Cohen flipping sides of the field. The give, open space, 1st down Vikings. Cohen Vose on the run. Vikings down by 14. 2 minutes left in the quarter. As Vikings looking to get rolling, needing to score. Don't have to go quickly, but you don't want to let Northridge run the clock out on you. Ideally, you'd manage to score before the end of the quarter. As late substitution, Tavake Wolfgram coming in
for Derek Brinton. As fake handoff goes up the middle, Ybarra takes it himself, brought down about the 40.
36.
Sorry, yeah, the 36.
Picks up 3 yards.
Can make it 2nd and 7 for the Viking offense. Now Connor and Cohen in the backfield. Interesting formation, twins on the right, motion Bo Goodman to the left. The give to Cohen, bounces it left, follows Bo Goodman, flag comes in. Cohen gets down to the 15-yard line. 2 flags came in. Looks like they will be on the Viking offense, possibly another hold.
And there's a flag in the backfield.
As it will be motioned from one of the officials holding on the Vikings. On
replay the down, as that is twice in consecutive drives that the Vikings have had a big play negated by a holding call. Man, the Vikings offense is managing to play defense at the same time. Just cannot keep something going. Like you saw it earlier with Ryder Huntsman throwing the deep pass to
Rocky Wilcox.
Rocky. I was going to say Dexton, and I knew that was wrong. As big play.
Good pickup from Rocky Wilcox there. brings it within the sticks as time is running, about 20 seconds on the clock as a rushed huddle.
Hurry up from the Vikings. High
Bad
snap. Connor
Ybarra
scoops
wasn't
it up
paying
at the
attention.
45. Trying to get around to the guy.
Ybarra
Has to
wasn't
just
paying
fire it
attention.
away.
That will stop the clock at 8.1 seconds. Ybarra was still calling out plays as the ball was snapped. Gets behind him, throws it away. Was it an intentional grounding call?
That's what is being discussed. Said the call is no, 22 was in the area. As had they thrown the flag, I would have disagreed. It felt pretty clear that Connor was going to his guy.
Carter Wilkes, number 22.
As 4th and 6 rather, for the Viking offense. Connor in the backfield gets this snap much cleaner. Fires, has his man.
Finds Carter Wilkes, number 22, before being swarmed, stays on his feet.
Play is blown dead at the 22-yard line with half a second left, but that will end the third quarter. Vikings starting to get going, down by 14, 21-7 at the end of the third quarter. Back for the fourth quarter as Connor Ibarra alone in the backfield, motions a man over, tosses it to him. Dexton Nuttall on the end around. Met at the 21, falls forward. Spotted down at the 20 as gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7 for the Vikings. Connor and the Viking offense looking to get back in this one, down 2 scores. Start of the fourth quarter. Connor takes it himself out to the left, gets hit hard. Picks up about 2. Gonna make it 3rd down and 5 for the Vikings. At this point in the game, with everything at stake, no doubt this is 4-down territory for the Vikings. You need 2 touchdowns to tie it. You need 2 touchdowns and a field goal to win it. As Connor gets the snap, finds his man outside.
Right, as that is, I believe, just short of a 1st down. Maybe.
No, they said he was just short.
Makes that 4th and 1.
As Vikings with a short 1 yard to go. Potentially quarterback draw for Connor. Maybe even a read option. Tavake Wolfgram and Connor Ibarra, great downfield runners.
As looks like maybe Tavake Wolfgram will run it straight up as he pushes through. Can he get it again? Brought back and can
I don't believe he got it. First down, Northridge. Great stop by the Northridge defense off of the Connor Ibarra dive. Smart defensive play calling. The fact that up here I said they're going to give it to Connor or Tavake. Well, the Knights guessed Tavake, and they guessed right. That looked like it was set up to be a read option based on how Connor was reading the end on the blitz. I think he made the right read. It was just a good defensive play by Northridge.
Shift from the Vikings is correct on where they were thinking. Brought down, I believe, for a loss after the run towards the left. Will be a pickup of 1, actually. Makes it 2nd and 9.
As Northridge getting ready to run 2nd and 9. Trips on the right, single on the left. On the give, met at the line of scrimmage, gains about 2 on the play. Is going to make it 3rd and about 7 for Northridge. Viking defense needing to get the stop here, and the offense needing something. Maybe even special teams needing to get a touchdown to get the offense, to get the entire team back in it. As either way, 3rd down and 7. Flag comes in, free play Northridge. Fires over the middle, picked off, is going to stay with Northridge. Flag came in on the interception. I believe both of these are going against the Vikings. And it will still be Northridge ball. Still awaiting the official call, though. Illegal motion on the Knights, pass interference on the Vikings, fouls offset, replay the down.
You read that a lot better than I could. As it remains 3rd and 7 on the 17th, or the 17-yard line.
17th yard line. As, I mean, not the worst outcome for the Vikings. I originally thought it was going to be a defensive offside and a defensive pass interference. Both would have given Northridge a 1st down. Instead, 3rd and 7, replay the down for the Vikings.
As some confusion from the Vikings defense.
And the both sides confused as to what's happening.
Kanan Smith trying to command some of the backfield.
Wide receiver screen out right. Can the Vikings stop it? Looks like they bring him down a yard short. Northridge should punt. You have the lead. Gave him the 1st down.
Wow.
You can hear the Viking fans disagreeing with the spot, and I gotta say, I'm on the side of the Vikings fans. I don't think his helmet got to the line to gain. And if it did, it was off of a bounce. I did not see that call at all. Either way, 1st down Northridge. Vikings need to get a stop. Northridge can just keep running the clock out. Another flag comes in. Potentially another illegal motion. There's a lot of flags that can come in that don't blow a play dead. But my brain always goes to offsides on the defense.
Andrew Ortiz with the run there up the middle.
Legal shift on the offense.
Still a 1st down. We'll make that 1st and 15 after the 5-yard penalty.
Sorry, in my mind, For some reason, the only foul that doesn't blow a play dead is defensive offsides. So every time I keep seeing the flag, I keep thinking, foul on the Vikings, going to be a first down for Northridge. But I very wrong. As edge blitz picked up. Flag comes in, picked off by the Vikings. Adam Wright with the pick. Flag pending, I believe holding on Northridge. Adam Wright picked off of the deflection.
What a layout there. Oh, my goodness.
I believe it hit the hands of Luke Fisher. Chop block on Northridge. Penalty is declined. 1st and 10. Vikings knocking on the door if on the red zone.
The 19-yard line. Vikings
21.
in. It is the 19-yard line.
It's on this side of the 20.
Okay, now it is. Sorry.
As Connor Ibarra and the Viking offense back out. Huge momentum shift courtesy Adam Wright. Can Ibarra and the offense capitalize? Give to Tavake. Correction kept by Connor.
Even faked us out on that one.
Kept by Connor.
A pickup of 1 makes it 2nd and 9. As a couple of changes for Pleasant Grove, or just switching spots.
And this is right at the point for the Vikings where you got to start thinking about going fast. Targeting Ryder Huntsman.
Deflected from Dante Dyson.
That looks... wow, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that looked like Connor Ibarra put it a little too far inside. Ryder Huntsman did a good job. Switching to the other side of the ball. He plays both sides for the Vikings. You saw it there. Hitting it away from the Northridge defender. 6:51 for the Vikings. Able to get, well, duh, it's on the 21. I was going to say able to get a first down without getting a touchdown. Then I realized they're not within the 10-yard line. Either way, Connor Ibarra gives to the back.
Handoff to Drew Jensen.
Picks up about 2 for the Vikings. Makes it 3rd and...
That will make it
4th
and 6.
4th and 6. As doesn't matter. Vikings are going to go for it as they have to. Sorry. They just need to get it to the 11-yard line.
Down by 2 scores here. Vikings really need to pick it up in the last half of the 4th quarter. Looking downfield. Throws to Rocky Wilcox.
Behind Rocky. Lost it on the pass. Turnover on downs for the Vikings. Sucking all of the momentum off of the Vikings sideline. Adam Wright gave them with a pick. Vikings moved forward 12, 15 feet. Gave it right back to Northridge. As now Vikings hoping Adam or someone on the defense can do it again. Northridge, not even possibly, Northridge just looking to drain the clock. Any amount of time you can take off here is time that the Vikings need and time that the Vikings can't waste. They're down by 2 with 6 minutes left. Give on the sweep. Dances in the backfield, met in the backfield, gained maybe an inch.
Andrew Ortiz with the carry there. As Vikings will take a timeout.
I think it's smart. Vikings trying to stop Northridge from just draining the clock out on them, needing to get a stop here and 2 touchdowns. If this goes perfectly for the Vikings, they get the stop here, touchdown in 2.5, 3 minutes, get the onside kick, another 2.5-ish minute drive, leave the Knights with around a minute of game time left to try to do something. But just starting to run out of heartbeat. We thought it was going to be close, and for the most part it has been. Just a couple of explosive plays from the Knights, giving them their 2 offensive touchdowns. Aside from that, I don't think the Vikings defense has given up more than 10 first downs all game.
Yeah, I believe so. Something along those lines. Just huge breakout touchdowns from the Knights. One on the kick return right after the Vikings get their first touchdown, first and only touchdown, as well as a 95-yard screen touchdown. Handoff on the right side.
Met and taken down after a gain of 2. The Knights losing a yard on the previous play. Gain 2 there. It's going to make it 3rd down and 9. Vikings take their second timeout. Going back to what we were saying about the Viking defense, to this point, they've played basically as well as they have all season. 2 big plays for the Knights for the Knight offense, along with the kick return touchdown, are really the only offense the Knights have put together. As far as I can remember, all the rest of the Knights' drives have ended in either turnovers or punts.
Yeah, right. They get these good explosive plays outside the pocket, get a small gap, and they really pound it. And they bring it all the way back for long touchdowns. Can't really tell if it's from some good blocking, some good running, or some little mistakes that really add up on the Vikings defense.
And then on the offensive side, the Viking offense hasn't really done that much this game. Like, it's the same story for the Knights offense as it is for the Viking offense, minus a kick return and a big play.
Shift from the Vikings, handoff towards the left side.
The reverse
He's got room.
Has open space, gets a stiff arm, gets knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain.
I believe getting the tackle, Ryder Huntsman, number 24, after Adam Wright gets stiff-armed to the ground.
4th down and 1. And, wow, Northridge is going for it. I don't fully see the call. Maybe they're doing another surprise punt, as we saw earlier in the game.
As they could,
but
cannot get the Vikings to jump off sides.
And here comes the punt team
with a quick full rotation.
Hockey sub on the Viking defense.
As whistle was blown.
Timeout Northridge. Leaves Northridge with 2 timeouts left. Vikings have 1. Needing two touchdowns. I was going to say 2 stops. They just got 1. Needing a stop and 2 touchdowns to tie it and go to overtime. But at the very least, need to get it going now. There is not time to waste for later. As we were saying, the Viking offense struggling basically all game to get something going. They had their touchdown drive that was, for lack of a better word, electric. Ryder Huntsman to, I keep wanting to say Dexton Nuttall. What's his name?
Ryder Huntsman?
No, the other one.
Number. Give me a number.
32.
Rocky Wilcox.
Rocky. Thank you. Dexton to Rocky on the Viking reverse, and then Tavake putting it in the end zone, taking a quick lead. But Northridge managing to get the kickoff return touchdown.
A high punt there, called a fair catch from Dexton. I believe that was the 41,
yep.
Or he was right behind it.
As Vikings will take over 1st and 10. As I cannot overstate it, it is now or never for the Viking offense. Now Connor and Cohen Vose in the backfield. Trips left, single right for Connor. Oh, that's not Connor.
Is that Drake Stanley?
12.
Yeah, Drake Stanley, number 12.
Going for Rocky in double coverage. Interesting that Connor is not in the backfield for the Vikings.
I'm unsure where he is. I don't see him on the sideline.
If he's on the sideline, he's got his helmet on because he's wearing blue. He's right there. I see him. He's just on the sideline.
Oh, I see him now. Yeah, he is standing there. He's looking all right. Dexton Nuttall goes into motion. Drake looking down, looking deep to Dexton, and in double coverage cannot make it.
Overthrew him, almost picked. As Drake staying on the field. Gotta wonder what's going on the Vikings sideline. Connor Ibarra not in the game. No idea what is happening. 5:34 left in the game. The first round of the playoffs. Down by 14.
Drake
You'd think
looks
you
back.
want your starter in.
Looks
Screen
to the
pass.
What just happened? I think that was deflected from the defensive line.
Screen pass hit on the throw. Drake tried to catch it off of the deflection, dropped it. Northridge thought it was a fumble, so they kept playing it. Play gets blown as an incomplete pass. 4th and 10, and Drake is still on the field.
As we are not getting mad at Drake for anything here or the coaching, just unsure what the reason is.
That's right. I probably sound more upset. I'm just confused.
Looking deep, drops out of the pocket, hard hit, but
Fumble.
drops the ball.
Recovered by Northridge. And I have a feeling that will be it for the game. Northridge potentially with enough field to drain the 5:22 left off of the clock from the Vikings. For some reason, Connor Ibarra not in on the play. Didn't look injured on the Vikings sideline.
Could be something with that knee or his, I believe his left leg that we saw earlier when he was down on the field. It could be something flaring up with that again. Unsure. As
Either way, it is Northridge football on the 41-yard line. And again, the Vikings get the ball with decent field position and can't find a way to do anything with it.
bad snap, drops down, whistle is blown.
He was down when he recovered it.
His knee,
right? Yeah.
yeah, his
Yeah,
what was that, his
fumbled,
left knee?
muffed snap, recovered, still on the ground for Northridge. Big loss. Vikings finally getting one to go the other way. As if we're treating this like fouls, I believe that's 6 in favor of Northridge and the first one in favor of the Vikings in terms of muffed snaps or just bad snaps. As now 2nd and 16. I was going to say 14, and then I realized I was on the wrong side. 2nd and 16 for Northridge.
As Carson Murphy will take it himself.
Gets pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line, 42-yard line. And it is 3rd down and 11 Northridge. Vikings holding on to their last time out. As now this drive, I said it at the start and I'm going to say it again now, potentially for the game. If Northridge can get a first down, I believe that that will be it. They can just run it a couple of times, pick up another one, and that'll be game. As the give on the sweep makes a man miss, makes another
Ball
tackled short of the line, ruled down before the fumble. Timeout called on by the Vikings. as it is 4th and about 1.
McCoy So'o with the run there towards the left side. Will be at 4th and 2. Ball wise on the 42-yard line. Oh, sorry, now up to the 33. Sorry, I was looking at the field scoreboard, not the actual field. That's why I said the 42.
I do that with volleyball all the time. Look at the scoreboard after the point's been added and think that it hasn't been added yet, and then I say the wrong score. Very, very easy mistake to make. But coming back out of the timeout, if you're Northridge, do you consider going for it on 4th and 2? I don't think you have anything to lose.
Yeah,
going
with
for it,
the 33, this is
if you
basically
don't,
right around the spot that we saw him kick the first field goal. That had the distance. It just doinked off the left pole.
they're lined up to go for it. Give it to the big man. First down, Northridge. 4:16 left in the game, as that will probably do it. Vikings out of timeouts. Northridge needs 2 more first downs, which they can get. Ball at the 30.
As I would like to take a moment to give a shout out to one of the head commentators throughout this whole season and will continue to be throughout this year, Zane Grothy, who is unfortunately unable to make it to today's game. But I would just like to give him a bit of a shout out. It is kind of uncommon that I'm on the mic today, as he typically will take it for me. But again, unable to make the game, as we appreciate all the stuff that he's done throughout this year for football, as well as last year with Jack Barnard, as we will look forward to him commentating throughout the basketball and baseball season this year.
Northridge picking up 1, 2nd and 9 left. Vikings out of timeouts. Northridge just needing to not fumble or throw, really. There's no reason for Northridge to put the ball in the air and risk either incomplete pass or a turnover.
Whistle is blown.
Delay of game. That's what I'm saying. The play clocks on the field have not worked all year. Northridge had no idea how much time they'd taken. Pushes them back 5 yards. It's going to make it 2nd down and 14. So a bit of a break for the Vikings. The clock stops on the penalty. But either way, not much they can do now. Needing 2 scores and, frankly, just more time. And Northridge can just keep taking the second from them. So big gain. Vikings playing it how they need to, trying to force fumbles on the Northridge runs. Either way, didn't get it there. 3rd down and 14 left for the Knights. Just an unfortunate end for the Vikings, not getting the 1 yard on 4th down when they gave it to Tavake. And then just the 2 big touchdowns are the difference here. Without those 2 touchdowns, it's 7-7, and we're talking about potentially going to overtime. As that pass sails out of bounds, stops the clock. Bit of hope for the Vikings. It is now 4th and 14. Here, Northridge should kick it in any form. Field goal, punt. Just have the quarterback surprise punt it. Drop kick, whatever. However they do it, this needs to be kicked. I don't think they're close enough for a field goal as Northridge calls timeout. But either way, I don't think going for it is the move. 4th and 14. You're very unlikely to get it. Ball is on the 34-yard line. Maybe the reason you go for it is to give the Vikings 60 some yards to go get the first score, which takes
a decent bit of time.
Takes a long time, assuming that you just run a normal offense. Sure, the Vikings wish right now that this is college football 26, where play action wide receiver in is the move in situations like this. Because I guarantee you can get about 25 yards every single play.
Yeah, somewhere along that, honestly.
Somewhere. But this is not. Field goal for Northridge. They doinked the last one. Vikings almost get the block. The kick is up. And no good short.
So close on that one. Had the accuracy, but just barely short from about like 2 yards. Ended right at the post. As I believe, because that went out the back, that might be a touchback. I'm not sure.
As
but
far
the ball
as I
is
know,
at
on
the 20.
field goals, when you miss the field goal, you get it from where the guy kicked it.
As pass completed.
Ryder Huntsman gets the first down by about 3 yards. Clock will stop for a second, 1:45. The hurry-up offense for the Vikings.
As that was not Ryder Huntsman.
Brighton Balser, 14?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
All I saw was the form. My mind was like, it's Ryder.
Connor Will taking himself tripped up and hard slammed down for I think a bit of a loss on that one. 2nd and 11.
As now the hurry up. Vikings just taking time off the clock that they don't have to waste. 4 on the right, 1 on the left. Connor looking deep. Has a man, Rocky Wilcox.
Good for a Viking first down. Drops it at the 49.
First down, Vikings. Clock stopped at 1:08. Connor with the snap.
Not stopping, still at 1:03 and running.
It paused for a second on
a hard
the first
hit.
down. As incomplete pass intended for Rocky Wilcox. Connor Ibarra coming off the field and visibly not happy about it. Drake Stanley in the backfield for the Vikings.
Stanley?
Pass
completed to Tavake Wolfgram. A good rush just short of a first down. I believe that is a 9-yard gain. As it is good for a first down.
Clock under a minute left. 54 seconds. Vikings looking to try to get a score back. Drake takes the snap. Fires, almost picked. That would have really clinched it for Northridge. Vikings down by 14.
2nd and 10.
Just over 40 seconds left. As Drake takes the snap, drops back, fires over the middle, picked off, and that will do it. Northridge gets the interception.
Slides down from number 20, Kyle Rawlings, to pick it off to end the game 7-21, as we believe Northridge will just knee it out with just about 32 seconds on the clock.
This game not going how the Vikings wanted it at all at home. Losing by 14. Northridge will advance and play West High School
At
next
West
week
High.
at West High at 6 o'clock. And for the Vikings, that will do it. Northridge downs it. Clock will expire on the Vikings season as the final score, Northridge 21, Vikings 7.
That will end the Vikings season. A overall record of 4-7, 4-3 in region. Now losing in the first round against the Northridge Knights, 7-21 in a heartbreaking defeat after what looked like a amazing start. As a rough start to the season with bringing in head coach Jeremy LePan, as we will see how that continues into next season with hopefully with Jeremy, and a rough ending here for the seniors on this team, especially those who are injured. You can see a few at the back of the line, as we can, you cannot. A big one being Lenny, number 58. What is his last name?
And also for the Vikings, I don't believe Michael Llewellyn has suited up post the Green Canyon game.
Yeah, he has been out for about 2 or 3 weeks, as he did come back after Green Canyon, but it was only for, I think, 1 or 2 games before getting an even worse concussion than his first. And I don't believe I have even seen him on the sidelines, as we do see him right now, number 64.
I saw him earlier today, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the line right now, number 64.
But big loss for the Vikings in the defense. Such a good player, such a terrible way to have your season end. 2 concussions. Just not the way that you want it to go out. One good thing for the Vikings is they have a lot of youth on this team. Connor Ibarra, the junior, Tavake Wolfgram, the sophomore. There's a bright future next year for the Vikings. It's just an unfortunate way to go out for the seniors, losing 21-7 in the first round of the playoffs.
Again, that will end the Vikings season at 4-6. Once again, the Northridge Knights will take on the West Panthers at West High. And I'm not sure if there's anything more to be said about this season, as I am getting the motion that we will talk on for a little bit.
The real good thing for the squad is now you have the experience. Tavaka gets this game under his belt. Connor has, I believe, 2 games under his belt. I don't know how well we did last year in playoffs, but you have a lot of young guys that got the experience playing in this game that now next year they can build on this and hopefully win in the first round, be a better seed next year maybe, get the first round bye. There's the focus of this game should not be on how poorly things went. The focus should be
on where it can go.
Where this is going to go. Connor Ibarra is a good quarterback.
And he does have 1 more year. He is a junior. He has the experience from this year, and I'm not sure if he played last year on any playoff games or any varsity games, actually.
I don't think he was on varsity last year, so I don't think they would have played him in playoff last year. But either way, Tavake Wolfgram, sophomore running back, gets a lot of experience in this game, getting the lights, getting to see how the play, there's a lot to be learned from this game. You've got a lot of good players. Mainly, you have your dynamic backfield. You have Connor coming back. Tavake is going to be back. Coach LePan, in all likelihood, is going to be back next year.
They also have Cohen Vose, number 6, who is coming back for his senior year.
We called his name a lot today. I don't know what year any of the other guys that we called are. I think they're mostly seniors. What year is
Yeah.
Ryder?
Ryder is a senior, I believe.
We'll get confirmation on that. I'm going to talk for a sec. There's a lot of upside. LePan's going to be back. Ryder Huntsman's only a junior. There's a lot of good players. Jake Bills on the defense is a good player. He's just not getting a lot of playing time because there's people above him.
Yeah, Jake and Luke, the twins, have done a great job. I have seen them quite a bit during warm-ups. They have looked good, and they haven't gotten a lot of play time that they deserved, as Pleasant Grove's defense this year had a lot of great guys and a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball, mainly Ryder Huntsman as a junior, which was honestly pretty crazy.
It's always unfortunate when you lose, and the worst feeling in the world is losing in the playoffs to anybody that's played any amount of sports competitively at any level. It sucks to lose. But there's still a lot of bright side for next year. The Vikings have so much, there is so much potential on the sidelines. Some of it's wearing 2, some of it's wearing 1. And there's a lot on the defense to be said. Ryder Huntsman, mark my words, Ryder Huntsman will be a good player next year. Ryder Huntsman, I'm calling it right now, Ryder will lead the team in receiving yards next year. It's his senior year, and he has already shown out this year for the Vikings.
Carter Wilkes will also be a big name next year on the receiving side. He is also a safety, and that will be his senior year as well. Same with another great quarterback, Cannon Jacobson. He has also played wide receiver this year, which was honestly something very unexpected. And we have seen him a lot, and we did see him quite a bit last year. He was, I believe, the 6th-string quarterback after everyone got hurt, got some playing time, so he has a good amount of experience. I'm not sure if he's played really at all for JV, but we have seen him. I think it was in, who was it? It was against Payson last week. He played wide receiver, and he definitely did show up in the red zone, had a good amount of yards, and yeah, we'll see him next year as well.
The next time that you will hear from us is most likely next week during the girls volleyball playoff.
On Wednesday, as well as we are trying to branch out. We might do something with cross country, as I believe we're trying to do one of their races. We're still working out some of the logistics, but we most likely will do that also on Wednesday. So no matter what, the next time we will see you on Wednesday.
Yes, stay tuned. There's good things coming. This loss can still sting. We're not saying that this loss can't sting. This losing always sucks. But there is a lot to look forward to for next year for the football team. Until then, we will see you. I'm Coleman Keel.
And I'm Boston Harding.
And we will see you next Wednesday for either the cross-country meet or the first couple of games of the girls volleyball playoff.